TIFU by gag gifting my daughter. Found out today this humorous chain of events, well, humorous depending on where you were in the chain. I saw a month or so ago that someone bought a box of Ferrero Rocher chocolate and wrapped Brussels sprouts in the wrappers, so I did this to my daughter. I unwrapped each piece and carefully wrapped a Brussels sprout in each wrapper and returned it to the box. Then I sent the gift and waited. Christmas morning we talked and she thanked me for the candy. I asked her if she enjoyed them and she said yes. I knew she hadn't opened the gift yet. But while I then realized that she probably re-gifted them. Then I asked again and she admitted that she had too much candy and wanted to get rid of some of it. And her boss loves Ferrero Rocher. So I told her what I did. She was amused but mad at herself for regifting something I gave her, as we are always doing stuff like that. It gets better. She called her boss on Christmas Day to tell her, and her boss was like, oh shit. She had re-gifted them to a client she was trying to keep after they'd had a heated exchange. The client is overweight, and by the time my daughter's boss was able to call her, it was too late. She wouldn't come to the phone. She was convinced that the wrapped vegetables was a slight and a message. As far as I know, she lost the client but isn't mad at my daughter. TLD, or I gave a gag gift that was regifted until it ruined someone's Christmas. This is like a freakin' Seinfeld episode. For extra points, dip the sprouts in chocolate. That's quite the regifting chain. I once microwaved some small sprouts. I then melted some chocolate, dipped them in, sprinkled some nuts and a bit of icing sugar. I then put them in a tray and dropped them next to the coffee machine at work. When I returned to my desk at lunchtime, everyone was lamenting on the evil joke. My colleague vocally describing the person who did it probably had dirty fingernails. Hours later, there was one left. Top boss arrived at the coffee machine. I pointed the sprout out as a bit of chocolate had fallen off. Top boss declared he worked with geniuses. Pure geniuses. I swear this looks like it's been written by Larry David. I can already imagine this being the setup of the main gag for the next episode of Curb Your Enthusiasm. Just beautiful. The boss might have lost the client, but in the other woman's family, she's a legend. The ultimate burn disguised as a peace offering. And yes, dipping them in chocolate was not necessary, but I'm going to pretend you did because it's funnier. This is fucking hilarious. What are the odds? God's hand guided these sprouts. Your gag gift sprouted into a gag flex. How does one receive a box of Ferrero Rocher and not eat it? Jesus, do people really regift things this much? Op is a self-professed ghostwriter. Makes you wonder if a story that seems too good to be true is simply that. Man, this made my day, but I hope everything turns out okay. LMAO, this is awesome. Has no one noticed that Op called their daughter on Christmas Day about this? That daughter had already regifted the chocolates. Daughter called her boss on Christmas Day, who had also regifted the chocolates. The client is overweight, so it was basically too late. This is the best thing I've read today, and it's not even close. Please accept my genuine thanks for sharing, lol. OMG. Probably not true but too funny. Okay. This one is totally epic. I love it. And I will never regift food again. If I were to ever do that in the first place, I mean. I think this is the funniest fucking thing I've ever read on Reddit, holy shit. Some say the box is still being re-gifted to this day and no one has opened it yet. This is straight outta Seinfeld, haha.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Ericast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.